I just understand more about your architecture. And 21st century is a technology in Europe. And now just we use the digital technology every day.
Yes.
So just I want to have your idea and learn your idea and how just you can connect an architecture of your architecture or 21st century architecture with this digital culture or digital technology. Or digital heritage of
absolutely.
architecture.
Yeah, I think it's a very important topic, and we are doing actually several things. One is that digital interface with architecture. So in this building, actually, we designed. I will show you later. We designed. The owner lives on the top floor, and we designed. We made the staircase so beautiful so that it's more pleasure to take the stair than the elevator. And so we made a digital app. So when you get to the top of the stair, you can tap your face, and then it says that you climbed 4 stories. And then the family, 4 people, they can compete. Who is doing more? And it shows the graph, how many. So maybe the building is like early version of Apple Watch. You know? So you're doing this. So when we're doing these type of project, then we are thinking about engaging with the user or the well-being. Then often we use digital technology to collect the data and then to use the data to have some influence on the well-being. Maybe here there is one more picture from, I will just check. I have too many pictures. Every architect is too excited about their work. They show too much. Let me see if I have it. If I don't, I will talk about something differently. Yeah. No, I think that otherwise in our architecture, often we are using like a kind of human interface where there's a multimedia experience. So you can sit we made a flower temple. You can sit inside the flower temple. And then when you sit there and you turn on the chair, then the plants, they sense which way you are facing, and then they speak back to you with light and sound. So this becomes a kind of physical, digital interface of architecture. But then we do also fully digital architecture. So what I was going to show you here, we're working with Generation Z, and
Gen Z.
Gen Z, and we start to design virtual space. So this is actually a space where up to 50 people can be in the platform together, and they're walking around inside, and it's a kind of virtual gathering space and virtual gallery. Here you can see this is me actually, DaeWha, Kang DaeHwa, giving a small introduction to the project in a lecture, and all of these people just from around the world. There's even one of our employee, Cutie, Korean, sitting there. So we started to do purely virtual architecture also. Here you can see like this kind of space, and people can hang their own digital artwork inside and can invite people, and it's a very nice way to show your work, to walk around inside. And then what happened? We start to work. We start to work with Gen Z. They come for internship at our office in the summer, and so Gen Z, they work with us they make their designs. So they do a competition, 16-year-olds, and then the winner, then we build it for them in virtual. So it's architecture is very expensive to build. So virtual becomes a chance to include more of the next generation inside. So you can see there. And then even young children, 11-year-old children that we work with them, and they make their designs, and then we turn them into like real virtual design. And right now we have an exhibition at the V&A Museum in South Kensington of the work of the children. So here you can see, you can walk inside the painting, and then actually it's like a full space. So there's like a kind of virtual version of the architecture. So I think that this is coming also. We need to think about the mixture between digital and also physical architecture and what it should mean for Gen Z. Because I think, this is in Fortnite. We make also in Fortnite platform, we make educational experience using the children's designs. So I think it's very important, as I say, in Korean culture, go with the flow. So now there is a futuristic question of the future, the digital flow. So I don't think that the world will wait for us if we say we are architects, we only do physical architecture. But also we need to remember that only digital is a very anxious place.
Yes.
You have many mental health issues. You have a lot of anxiety and maybe both social and political upheaval that comes when you don't have to face somebody face to face. It's really easy to be very mean or very insulting or very aggressive. But in physical space, then we come together. Yeah. So you have to really ask yourself the question, how do we make the balance? I think a good example, for instance, BTS. Yeah? So it's not the same to only watch on YouTube BTS. You can see that everybody wants to go and see BTS to perform.
Yeah.
So maybe it's the same if you think about World Cup 2002 in Gwanghwamun. And all of the Koreans, a huge wave of people watching in person. Just to watch on TV is not the same as to be in that plaza, of course. So we need to remember that still our body and our physical connection is important. So physical architecture is still important. But of course, the digital is an amplifier.
Yeah.
Then this is how BTS can become so powerful because they can reach so many. But it's a question for me of deep versus broad.
Yeah.
So you can reach many people, but it's much thinner. And if you are in person like this, we make an effort, a sacrifice to take our time and to spend this time together. It's deeper. Yeah. So for me, I think physical architecture, it's like a deep anchor for us. And then digital architecture, it's about broad, very wide connection. So I think we all need to think about this topic if we want to have a healthy society moving forward.
I think it is very nice to kind of explain a kind of thing in depth.
Yeah.
Because I just try to imagine what is the future and way of connection between the real and the digital, a kind of virtual world. Maybe just in the near future, it can be very mixed. In very diverse ways and directions. But always, architecture is we have to live. Our body needs the house. Our body needs the office. But sometimes we spend more time in space, in digital space. So, but just I like your both and very physical space and very digital space.